Let me take off this filter. Come on off now. Ain't outside. Not yet. Me day, me day, me. Hold for the booze. I haven't been doing the artist way. Ooh. Shame. Tomato, 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 tomato. There's been something spiritually, emotionally keeping me at week 9. I have no idea what it is. We gonna find out today. We're going to like a nature life center. They have like a butterfly garden, like a little walkway, a nice outdoor area so I could be with nature. I know that most of my like dates have been like outside-y dates, but that's where I feel like the most at peace. So that's why you see me mostly outside. We outside. I have a couple of errands that I have to run. I have to send back my books from the library for my week 2 artist date, and then I'm gonna go to the Nature Life Center and probably get some lunch. Me day, me day, me day, me day. Baddies, baddies, shot o'clock. That was real good. That's what my skin's clear. Let your body got any bugs. Sir? Officer? Officer? This like sticky suction mount that I have, it ain't working. I didn't know the beach was literally right here. I'm gonna be honest with you, there's not that many butterflies here, but it is like a huge like open like walkway, so they have like a little bit more room to walk around to fly around, so it makes sense that there isn't as many here. There are a couple, but they're kind of like free with the birds. They're not really flying around any humans, they're just flying as high as they can. I would do the same if I had wings. It's a little hot. You know, like on week 9, it talks a lot about compassion and compassion for yourself and compassion for your journey. I noticed that I've been extremely hard on myself, enforcing this extreme idea of discipline. There's a boat coming over here. I want to show you. Oh, to be rich and Caucasian. I've been feeling a lot of shame lately. More specifically, I felt a lot of shame as I did one of the challenges for this week. That challenge was going into my journal entries and basically reading parts of it. I noticed a lot of similarities, and I noticed I was talking mainly about one person who's no longer in my life. I guess a part of me feels shame for not being over it already, and it's kind of annoying me. A part of me is at the point where I gave this person
almost a decade of my life, and now I'm giving them more energy. I'm annoyed, like I'm angry, and I hate being this person. Hatred like this and anger like this could kill someone. I don't want to be an angry and bitter person, so I have so much shame when I'm reading these journal entries in these morning pages, and it's mostly revolving around a person who doesn't deserve any type of energy from me. Recently I did a yoga class, and it was like a 3-hour long yoga class on Memorial Day, and we did some meditation, shavasana, arguably the hardest pose to do in yoga. And while I was in that pose, I actually went through this visual experience. It was basically future me living my dream life, and she looked at me and said, "You can't live this life unless you let everything go." I guess that's where a lot of shame and anger comes from, because I feel like I'm holding myself back from holding on to something that no longer serves me. So I'm trying to be a little bit more compassionate, because I do deserve to feel the way I want to. I just don't feel like I should be doing it for as long and letting it take up as much energy as it is, and letting it prevent me from being able to move forward in my life. I've changed so much, but a part of me is still holding on to this idea and this facade and this dream that's not going to happen. So that's definitely something that I need to start working on, but I need to work on it from a more compassionate angle and not look at it as such an angry and negative thing. So yeah.
I have many moments where I'm not kind to myself. Truthfully, I'll show more kindness to a stranger than I do myself. I give myself like these deadlines of when I should feel better or when I should move on, but there is no timeline to healing. Healing is a journey, not a destination. You will never be fully healed, and truthfully, there will be moments where you handle things in ways that will set you back a little, but that's life. And as long as you sit and reflect on your emotions and not push past them, ignore them, you're doing all right. Remember, you can't control how others treat you or even how others feel about you, but what you can do is control your own emotions. And even if in the moment you can't, you can at least show yourself some compassion. So take your time, let yourself feel what you need to feel, try and understand why you feel that way, then move on. Because your dream life is waiting for you on the other side. Damn, bitch, what lane are you in? Yes, you bitch, you were not in this lane.
What's going on?
That was bad. You were so small.
Oh my God, you look gorgeous.
Well, yeah. And in the hospital, all the fluid, I was really.
Look at and clear so that,
Hi, pretty girl. What you think as well? You're just living in it. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Oh my God, I didn't even realize how much of my hair is gone. Whatever. This may seem familiar. Last time I was here, I was supposed to go to the museum, and I didn't end up going to the museum. I ended up watching Sinners for the second time, and yes, I will be back in theaters when it comes out in IMAX, but that's besides the point. I'm now officially going to the museum. I'm excited. They have a new exhibit, and I'm glad that I actually went and watched the movie because I really wanted to see this exhibit, and it wasn't out when I came last time. So let's go to the art museum. First things first, you always have to bring your camera. Look at this beast. She's serious. She don't play. This is my bad bitch right here. This exhibit was honestly one of my favorites at this museum. I'm so glad that I actually waited the following week to come and see it. I just found myself in awe of the amount of detail that each art piece had. It honestly shocks me that glass could have so much detail in it. Moments like these make me so happy that I was able to find creative joys in my life. It's so weird for me to say that me and the artists who filled up these rooms are one of the same. To be an artist is to be inspired by life, by people, and by experiences. You take all of that, whether it's good or bad, and you make something out of it. I often think that I don't belong in many rooms. I lack skill, natural talent, and motivation. Well, at least that's the bullshit I would tell myself. It's no secret that this year has kind of been a whirlwind of emotions. In that, I found a newfound love and appreciation for my art. When I'm at my lowest points, I find myself picking up my camera and opening Final Draft. My lowest experiences become my biggest inspirations.
Somebody did that with camera.
Every photo, every clip, and every story becomes an extension of my being. I guess that's why it's important to not limit yourself with the beliefs that you're not good enough, or even that you have to do something ridiculous like put a time limit on healing. I can say that despite this year being one of the lowest moments of my life, it also managed to be the best. I've learned so much about who I am and what I want from life. I kind of feel the same way when I look at others' art. Sometimes when I look at their art, I wonder what they felt. Were they happy? Heartbroken? Did they even feel like this piece was worth seeing? So many questions that are truthfully meaningless in the end. What matters here and now is what's in front of you and what you're able to do with it.
Wreck in the dark, far from the harbor, far from the start. In a storm, I lost my sails, I lost all direction.